Hello, my name is Randy Dietrich. I'm the son of Sandy Dietrich, husband to my beautiful wife Tiffany, and the proud dad of 3 spectacular children. My mission is to add value to others. I believe in the power of the human spirit. My goal is to encourage you to pursue all your dreams with all your imagination. And thank you for listening. If you enjoyed today's podcast, please share with a friend. Help me spread the good, the clean, the pure, the positive. I believe when there's hope in our future, there is power in our present. Here we go. We're back. I got a great one this week for y'all. Holy cow. It's about experiencing movement in a positive direction towards your goals. That, my friend, is what makes you happy. It's not in achieving the greatness that makes you happy. It's the small incremental gains. Achieving the goal, yeah, it feels great in the moment. But the moment you achieve the goal, you've created a problem for yourself. Because what's the next goal? You see, it's the small incremental movement towards the goal that brings daily joy and happiness. It's pointing off the distance, but living in the moment, moving towards that goal. That's what makes you happy. If you show me a person without goals, I will show you a very disappointed person. We got to have goals to avoid bitterness and disappointment in life. You see, we are aiming devices. We are born to aim at something. And a lot of people, they're wandering generalities. They don't aim at anything. And they're just wandering through life, hoping they bump into something. Meanwhile, they will bump into nothing. You can only see what you're aiming at in this life. You can only see what you're looking at. So people that are not aiming at anything, they don't see anything. And their life is boring and dull. Man, I would encourage you right now, right today, whatever you're doing, stop what you're doing and write down a goal. Write down any goal. Because I promise you, aiming at anything is better than aiming at nothing. This is why I'm constantly saying we don't see the world as it is. No one sees the world as it is. Man, we see the world as we are. And when we change our goals, our life will orient towards that goal. People that don't have goals, they're sad sack Eeyores. They're sad on the inside, so they live in a sad world because we project on the inside to what's on the outside. We see the world as we are, not as it is. In other words, the way we look at things determines how we see things. That's a fact. Some people see problems, while other people see opportunities. The difference is our vision. How do you see things? The person without goals, they got major problems. The person with problems that sets goals, suddenly, they see opportunities everywhere. It's like I said, when we change the way we see things, the things we see change. That's the way it works. You show me a person that does not have a major problem to solve, and I will show you a very unmotivated individual. Think of Elon Musk. Elon Musk tackles major problems, and he's the most motivated individual you may ever find. He works all night. He will sleep in his warehouse trying to solve problems because he has big problems to solve, and he's extremely motivated to solve those problems. We need big problems in our life. So your goal in life should not be to eliminate problems. Your goal should become strong enough, big enough to conquer the problems in front of you, because it takes a little person to solve little problems. It takes a big person to solve big problems. You know, I'm convinced this is why people play video games to slay dragons. We have such a desire to achieve something that people are willing to fool themselves into thinking that the star that they get when slaying that dragon actually means that they've achieved something, that they are a success at something. Meanwhile, they need to be slaying real dragons in real life. And if they did that, they would have no need to slay that dragon in that video game. You know, we all look at the world through a goal-oriented framework, and we need something to conquer, even if it's a video game. Telling you, step out of the video world and step into your life and conquer what's in front of you, and you will feel the real vividness of life. When we switch our goals, what appears in front of you also switches. This is why, me as Randy, I set a goal to open a winery. I see the world through a winery's eyes. I see the world through a vintner's eyes, through an enologist, people that are trying to take on the wine business. If I set a goal to open a medical business, suddenly my mind switches and I see the world through a medical professional trying to take on the medical world. Your goals determine the direction of your life. And if you have no goal, guess what? There is no direction to your life. Set that goal, write it down today, and you will be amazed at what happens. In other words, when you adjust your orientation, you will see new things. It's not magic. It's just the way it works. We see what we're looking for. That's all you can see. And you're an aiming device that needs a major problem to solve in this world. So rather than orienting to the negative, orient your life to solve a big problem. You are here to solve a problem. And when you take on that challenge of life, you will feel the vividness of your life. This way, when the opportunity comes along for you to solve, you won't be skeptical. You will walk through that door with faith and hope and the courage to take on the challenge of life, of the purpose you were put here on this earth. I love y'all. I hope today's podcast added value to your life. It sure added value to mine. Love y'all.